Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, messed up children of all ages, coming to you from the meat factory. He beats me with a rubber hose, and I deserve it. And together we are...
CB, coming from your mom's basement.
And the Meat Man! Joining us today, we have our real mom.
Hey, brother.
That was weak. That was freaking weak. I'm disappointed in you. And also joining with us, and hopefully not as disappointing, we got Baby Yoda.
What up?
Okay, guys. Today we're going to talk about which Shrek characters turned us on sexually.
Donkey. The dragon.
I don't know, man. I guess that's
Dragon Ball?
the dragon.
Yeah.
Yo,
Blowing
okay.
my
blew
nuts
them-
across your face.
She blew that smoke hard at him, boy. Come on.
Okay. But seriously, we're going to talk about Black Ops. Not just any Black Ops. Black Ops Cold War, which personally, super excited for. And it's not the multiplayer. It's not the zombies. I am most excited for the campaign. Because I think we're going to get one of the best
Oh, yeah.
campaigns in years. Oh, I just
Hey, only bad thing about that campaign, brother? Not the same James Woods.
it's
can't
not,
do it.
is it?
I can't do it. It hurts my heart, brother.
You know
I
what? I
grew up
think
with
it'll
this
be.
man yelling at me.
I think it'll be good. I just hope they don't do that whole cheesy, like, when he died, when he quote unquote died in the first one, and like pulled the dude off with the grenades. Because I was sitting there like, there's no way
Yeah.
he died. That was stupid. I mean, it was cool, but it was like, man, obviously he's not dead.
Well, still there's like, even in this one, like I feel like I heard in like trailers like him saying something like it's in your mind, Mason. Like, so I feel like they're still gonna go with some kind of
Well, is Mason in
something
it?
with Mason still
Is he
being.
still
I think
in it?
so.
Okay, because
I
that's
think so.
important, man. Mason, Woods, and Hudson are the big keys to that storyline. But so did you guys? So we have the multiplayer reveal, right? Personally, I wasn't a fan of it. I wasn't a fan of the way they did it because for me, it really wasn't a multiplayer reveal. Like I wanted to
Yeah.
see actual gameplay. I wanted to see like an actual game of multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to see.
I know they're gonna release guns
Well,
later.
they did. Hold on. They did actually. They actually let the pros play it multiplayer. They let Nick Merckx play it.
Did they
and
show it
Catman
though?
Swag. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
They
then I
showed
just.
it on live stream.
Okay, so then I'm
It's on
just completely
YouTube.
oblivious. Okay, cool. I should probably watch that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
they
haven't seen that
released
yet.
the actual gameplay.
So if you saw it, then
I
how does it
really-
look?
I didn't like it. I mean, it looks good, but and then the reveal video for dude, it dragged out forever. But the
Yeah.
reveal, it felt like I was watching Battlefield.
It did, and you told me that, but
Like
before I
all the
watched it,
Battlefields,
and that's all it felt like.
of them.
Right.
Like Miami was like Battlefield Hardline.
Oh God.
The harbor, the
The
boat, or
sand
whatever.
map was like Battlefield
worst.
1,
The
and then
worst
the water
Battlefield.
map was like Battlefield 4. I mean, literally, it was like they copied Battlefield, or they watched Battlefield's video and said, you know what, we're gonna do exactly like that, but make it a little bit better.
Right.
That's
Well,
what they
I
did.
think they can do it in their own style, right? Because it's, the saying, there's no original ideas. At some point, they're gonna have to
Yeah.
expand to the point where people are gonna be like, oh, it's Battlefield, and that's what happened with
Yeah.
Modern
Oh, and
Warfare.
there
with
is
Ground
there's
War.
just so much.
There is some pretty cool gameplays or game modes. There's one called VIP. It's kind of like search and destroy, except there's one guy with a pistol and you gotta protect him.
That's awesome.
It seems
Okay,
pretty cool.
So in the reveal trailer, what I want to touch on probably second most other than campaign is the like 5 second clip for zombies, right? For me, totally got me completely psyched up, right? Because that 5 second reveal, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the old arcade games, the House of the Dead and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that like the guy comes up and he looks down flashlight in the trailer and there's just a swarm of zombies below him, and then there's one that coming at him, and I was like, okay, I'm excited now, because for me, the last few zombie games focused more on the story than it did the gameplay, and as much as I enjoyed the gameplay, I didn't really enjoy the gameplay much of Black Ops 4. Black Ops 3 was good, but the story just got so weird and convoluted. it just
Yeah.
it wasn't fun anymore, right? Because it went from the Easter eggs being optional to the Easter eggs being the way they intend you to play the game, and that's not really that didn't really work for me because I mean think back to like Black Ops 1 and 2, right? Because the Easter eggs were, I mean, Ascension was the first real Easter egg, and that wasn't even an achievement. The point of zombies back then was high rounds. So, and then I think of Buried, because Buried was like a super high round game for Black Ops 2. You know, you could just like get into like round 23 was so easy, and then it picked to another pace after that. You could get high rounds in that map like crazy and never even touch the Easter egg, right? Because the gameplay was the focus.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I just hope the Easter eggs aren't as ridiculous as they have been. Like,
they
I'm
have
not
been a
gonna
little.
lie.
They have been a little nutty.
The further they go, man,
Yeah,
like,
I
they're
was about
just so insane.
I was about to say I drew the line on some of the on the Easter eggs and the convoluted difficulty of them at what was that one Moon?
I don't
Moon,
know,
Mhm.
man.
I
Moon.
think pushed the limits of it because that one took
I can see that, but
It was
a
a good
a
payoff, though. I will give that
dedicated
oh,
one
it
like
credit.
oh
was.
yeah,
That
it
one
was
had great
definitely a payoff.
payoff.
That one just took like a solid what
But you
10 to 15 rounds of purely focusing on
right.
that.
But you got to
Yeah.
consider Moon wasn't like an Easter egg, right? Moon was the grand finale of Black Ops 1 Zombies. So it had that
Yeah, it was
grand
supposed to set up
finale
for two.
feel.
Well,
Right.
Black Ops 2.
So it wasn't just a regular Easter egg, it was the grand finale of the game.
Yeah.
Because look, Lucas said, I mean, huge payoff, right? You nuke the freaking Earth. You know, Samantha and Richtofen switch bodies. Like, there's a lot that goes on in that Easter egg. Fun fact, though, I didn't do the Moon Easter egg all the way through until Zombies Chronicles and Black Ops 3.
Hell, I did
Hmm.
it back in Black Ops 1 and got the achievement for it
I
back
never
in the
did.
day.
I never did. Honestly, I
know.
never did.
Honestly, I miss the simplicity of zombies going back to World at War.
I do too.
Those maps, it was just straight up simple, get gun, pack a punch, and then just
Now,
mow down undead.
Now, as long as we don't get like super crazy like Transit did, I like Transit, but it was just too much. There was too much going on. There was, I mean, I like the whole fog. I don't know what those crazy freaking hairless monkey things were, but I mean,
I always called them gremlins.
Nightmares. They were
I don't think
nightmares.
I
That's
ever.
what they
I think I
fucking
maybe like pack a punched in that game like once. Like that just was like that was stupid difficult. Now, if Transit was like the last map in the game, it would have been a different story. But the last map was one of the best, which was Origins.
Yeah.
I still love the intro to that map.
Oh, it's the best one. Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold, Shepherd of Fire. Man, you can't get better accompanying music than that.
I mean, you can. It's called Nightmare on Moon.
Oh yeah.
That was the alternate hidden song on Moon.
But
was Nightmare.
they're gonna have to bring back Avenged Sevenfold to do some music for them because they also had Carry On in Black Ops 2. And that I don't know if you remember when you get to that point and like it's kind of this whole thing and like Mendez has like the guitar.
Oh yeah.
And like
Carry
freaking,
On.
and they come
Woods
in.
is just lazy.
Yeah, and they come in and he's like, Mendez, what the fuck are you doing? And he gets up, he's like, I thought you were paralyzed. Nah, I'm just fucking lazy. Like that whole end thing was fantastic. And then, you know, you get animated Avenged Sevenfold.
As a younger guy, man, that might have been the first time I really saw somebody like a game or like anything break the fourth wall like that.
Oh, it was so
like
it was
that
so
messed
well
me up
done.
so much.
That
was amazing.
I still say though, when it comes to the music of zombies, the best track goes to Call of the Dead, hands down.
Call of Dead has some
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal music. But
Not ready to die from Avenged
Speaking of Call of the
Sevenfold.
Dead, so what I really want, if they're doing zombies, I want them to go back to horror, right? I want them to go back to like bare bones, like holy crap, you're gonna die unless you do something kind of feeling. And I want it to be, I want the soundtrack, I want the ambiance, I want it to just be horror. I'm tired of the whole Easter egg, Easter egg, Easter egg. I want there to be an Easter egg, but I don't want it to be the focal point of the zombies anymore.
It's
Yeah,
more
I'd
like
rather
jumping
be-
from blockbuster moment to blockbuster moment than it is like fighting
Right,
off and like
right.
actually
For me,
being afraid of
the
what's gonna
last
happen next.
ending, the ending of Zombies kind of felt like a Michael Bay movie. It just like they try to just keep outdoing each other, and I absolutely dislike the ending of Black Ops 4 Zombies. It is so bad. I never liked it. I
Black Ops
watched it.
4,
Yeah, Black Ops 4 Zombies for the Ether
never played.
storyline, which is like
Yeah.
Richtofen, and I liked what they did with the Chaos storyline, which was like the boat and the Coliseum and stuff. That's not done yet. That's nowhere near done. But I mean, I just want like a back to basic zombies, right? That's what I want. The
Yeah,
big,
see, I didn't play for it all just because there was no like campaign really.
yeah, I only ever played zombies. I don't think I touched multiplayer, and I wasn't a big fan of Blackout. But
I
what
played Blackout a little bit.
what I
but
don't want them to do a battle royale.
I
Absolutely,
was about to
do
say,
not want Black Ops Cold War to have a battle royale
why?
because you have Warzone. You don't need one.
From yeah,
Well,
from
no,
what I've
yeah,
heard,
isn't it supposed to be like part of the same thing?
Well,
Like it's
what?
gonna
yeah,
be.
from what I've heard,
it's-
they're supposed to try and
they're
merge them.
combining. They're combining.
Right.
So Warzone has its own branch. Infinity Ward or Activision has built a team that combines Treyarch and Infinity Ward to work on Warzone.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
So it's
That's fine.
it's
But
not
I don't
gonna
want
be
I don't want Treyarch to go and just make their own battle royale. Like they need to continue
no.
with
They're
Warzone.
not, that's what
Yeah.
this Warzone is. Warzone is the new.
Yeah,
This is
Warzone is
Battle
its own.
Royale, Call of Duty Battle Royale.
'Cause,
and
man-
it'll
Yeah, I
never
kinda-
change.
Man,
I
I
kinda
did
It's
see
not
it
gonna
like
like
keep
it's.
going.
I did not
But
like
I kinda-
Blackout. Hated Blackout.
I kind of
Yeah, neither did I.
I kind of see it like it's almost like if Madden, where Ultimate Team was like you continued Ultimate Team through the years, like you didn't have to restart every year. Like it's a new
Yeah.
Madden game, but Ultimate Team's the same. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
kind of what I want.
you just
right?
keep building. Like that's kind of I think that's what they're gonna do with Warzone, which would be awesome.
Absolutely, because then you
I
can
kind
start
of wish they
adding.
would do it with Ultimate Team though.
I don't know, dude.
Sorry.
Because if you started new right now, and there've been people that's been playing this game for 20 years or 10 years,
Yeah, it's true. Anyways,
you
back to
get
Black
slaughtered.
Ops.
Now, one thing that I would like them to improve over, I guess I would say the only thing that I really don't like with Modern Warfare. So I compare them so similarly because they're both like reboots, soft reboots to these major Call of Duty sub franchises. Man, the maps got to be better. I just, with
Yeah.
the exception of very few maps like Shoot House and Shipment and ones they brought in for Modern Warfare, I really don't like the maps on
Yep.
Modern Warfare.
It was yeah. I think there's been like a select handful of
Like,
the original maps in this game that
Yeah.
are okay, like Hideout, Shoot House.
Hideout was good. I like Cheshire Park. Only
Shoot
because
House is good.
I know most people don't seem to like it, but I enjoyed it.
Which one's
Shoot House,
Cheshire?
it's the one that's like that big freaking circle, and it's all like the stuff in the middle of the park. I like
yeah,
Shoot House.
It's alright.
Shoot House is one of the Shoot House is the best original map in the game. I mean, they nailed it with
Yeah.
Shoot House.
Yeah, Shoot House is really good.
I can play Shoot House for hours. I mean, it's easy. It's so
Piccadilly
fun.
can eat my toe.
I don't like Piccadilly. So speaking
I like
of
the mission.
Piccadilly,
I like the
yeah,
mission, but I
speaking
don't
of
like the.
Piccadilly, Black Ops needs to have something like that because when I first played Piccadilly, I had no idea I was going to be like walking into like suicide bombers and forced suicide
Yeah.
bombers. I was like, oh my god! And I'm laid out on my couch, right? I'm totally out of my mind at that point.
Yep.
But man,
I dodged that one that comes out of the
oh
building.
yeah, he comes out. I'm just like, what are you doing?
I come around the corner. I'm like, oh hey, what's this? Boom! I'm like,
I think
okay,
the
never mind.
first time I shot the dude, and my thought was like mercy killing, and they're like, you can't do
Dude.
that. So I'm just supposed to let him blow up?
Hey, I'll give him credit. Trying to play the campaign on like realism difficulty and
Oh.
getting all the achievements that they want you to.
It's
It takes a minute. It takes a minute.
Oh, dude, what definitely what I want from the campaign is I want them to make Frank Woods just this total badass again. I think he was
Yep.
in Black Ops, but the whole killing him off thing was stupid, and I hated that.
Yeah.
They need to not do that. He needs to be him, Mason, and and Hudson. Man, they're the focal points. Because you remember my absolute favorite scene of that of Black Ops 1 campaign, and one of my favorite freaking campaign moments in all of Call of Duty is when they're forced to play Russian roulette, and Woods just
Mhm.
takes it, spins it, screams and fires like no fucking caring whatsoever, man. That is
Yep.
still one of the best moments for me in all of the campaigns.
Dude, I think I love. I mean, pretty much all of Black Ops 2, dude. Just the whole backstory and like him actually, or in Black Ops where he ended up shoots Mason and then it turns
Yeah.
out that he's not dead.
Yeah.
Like I hope they do
Well, that was
something
an
like where
Easter
you,
egg. Yeah, you shoot him in the
yeah,
knee, and it turns out. But
yeah, he
that,
lives.
yeah. So, okay, if we're talking about Black Ops, we got to talk about things we don't want to see in Cold War. Caleb, I'm gonna pass this one to you first off. What don't you want to see in Cold War?
I don't want them to use Black Ops as hit markers. I don't want them to use. I hope they don't take away our weapons that we've almost got Damascus. I
Right.
I just don't want them to take away anything. Like add all you want, but don't take away.
Yeah, I get that because I would hate because I'm close to Damascus too, right? I got my HDR and my Scar to gold today, and so like I'm close, and my Odin's almost gold. So I mean I don't want to just put all this effort into it just to be like, hey, guess what? You got to do it again.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. Now, one thing that I want that I'm excited for in multiplayer that Modern Warfare nailed was the kill streaks. I'm ready for the RCXD to come
Mhm.
back. I mean, Modern Warfare kill streaks
Yeah.
nailed it. Like they were so good. Cruise missile,
Oh, yeah.
precision airstrike's great. VTOL is
No.
Great. AC
No, I
130.
hate the cruise missile. I
Oh.
always die to the cruise missile.
Well,
Every
that's-
time I hear that on
that's di-
multiplayer, I'm like, yep, I'm dead. Doesn't
Well,
matter
that's-
where I'm
that's-
at, I'm the one they're aiming
That's
for.
different from getting killed by it a lot is different from it just being a bad kill streak, Lucas.
Yeah, that's true. Leave me alone. It just knows me. It knows me. Like it takes control of the other people's
does.
controller.
Yeah, whenever you hear it, I just like accept my fate and like here it comes.
Yeah.
Just put a trophy
No,
system down.
I think I just realized it's not in Warzone. I guess
No,
it makes
it is-
sense.
no,
though,
that'd be
'cause
too
then you
good.
could see everybody else.
just like chase a helicopter with it.
Oh, dude.
That'd be so funny.
Hey, that's something they need. We need freaking helicopters with guns on them.
One thing I do.
And we need
I
need
don't-
more
Yes.
weaponized
that is what
vehicles.
we
Yeah, bring in the
need.
good old
I think that would
bring
work
in
in
Use
the
a
good
Black
old
turret on
Ops.
top of a
Cobra
truck ball?
gunship.
Yeah, dude, bring me like boats. I would like Black Ops if they continue on Warzone. I'd like Black Ops to introduce like boats and stuff to it because they've already shown.
Oh yeah.
They've already shown
We
in the
haven't had
multiplayer.
Yeah, I want some water.
They've already shown in the
Yeah.
multiplayer that they're bringing in boats and water. So why you need? I would love to have that in Warzone. I would love to have maybe not.
I've never understood why they haven't flooded the port. I really,
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
which I don't know. Now that I think of it, I don't really remember a Infinity Ward game with water on it.
No, that's Treyarch.
But
Treyarch
Treyarch has always done
Black
water,
Ops
so
was it 2 or 3
Black Ops-
Maybe
that
they'll bring it
introduced
in.
water?
Campaigns, but I don't know.
It's a
I don't remember
multiplayer.
any multiplayer games.
Multiplayer. I think it was
Blackout.
Black Ops 3 had water.
Blackout.
Yeah,
had
Black Ops
water.
3. Yeah. So
No,
absolutely, yeah.
Blackout, like the
Yeah,
battle
Yeah,
I
royale.
know.
Blackout.
Now I did like in Blackout. One thing I'll give them credit in Blackout was their use of like the zombies in there because I would love going into like you wind up in Varuk and you'd have a bunch of freaking zombies chasing you while you're
Yeah.
trying to like. And I like that the ray gun was in the game. So stuff like that they could incorporate, like make instead of the grenade launcher in Modern Warfare, give us the ray gun. That would be
Yeah.
great. That'd be great. And make it the same kind of damage, splash damage, all that, but just
Do
give
not-
us the ray
no,
gun.
I don't want the ray gun in
I
Warzone.
love the ray
You
gun in
crazy?
Warzone. Obviously, you're not gonna get zombies ray gun. You're gonna get a Warzone ray gun.
That would be nice. I would like to see like zombies put into like a Warzone type thing.
Now let's talk
Like that
about
would be really
let's
nice.
talk about weapons we want to see in this new game. For me, this is gonna be an odd one. I want to see the China Lake. I want the China Lake.
Oh
back.
God, yeah.
I want the China Lake. That is
1886, boy.
Oh.
1886 has got to be in it. I don't
The
even care if
full
it's as
auto,
broken as it used to
full
be.
auto from us.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh my
that
God,
was
that'd be
amazing in
big.
Black
Mac
Ops.
10.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that
what
was our gun.
what
That was our
that
gun.
Sniper?
do you remember that,
Yeah.
Caleb, in Black Ops
I
1?
Intervention?
remember, I
in
remember.
Search and
No,
Destroy.
it's not the intervention. It's the other one. It's green. Well,
Oh,
what
Intervention
was
was
it?
The-
Modern
Oh,
Warfare
the
2.
The Lupa?
the
The-
L no the L96
Oh
A1.
yes,
Yes,
that's what it was.
that is my all-time favorite.
Oh,
Dude,
sniper.
that was my jam in Kino der Toten. Fucking zombies, dude. Pack a punch that thing.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
I
it was a-
want
it was
the
a
M16.
headshot
I want
laser.
the M16 and the Commando back for sure.
Well, I
Oh,
mean, you
yeah.
could already make that with the M4.
Right, but it's not as good, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
want
not the same.
I want a true M16.
I want.
Well, the true
We need a Spaz
M16 goes
12.
burst fire and full
Spaz, I
auto.
want the Olympia back.
Well,
Holy crap.
I saw somebody. I watched a video where somebody showed off all the guns so far that's been released for it. You know, and Spaz 12 is in it. Not sure what shotgun it is, but it's like a shorty top shotgun, like a 680.
Is it the okay?
But it's an I can't remember the name of it, but it's not a 680. Maybe it's an 870. But I know the Spaz 12 is going to be in it, which you
Okay.
kind of have to, right? It's Black Ops. You have to put the Spaz 12
So here's
in
the
it.
big question: what is going to be the equivalent of Shipment 24/7? I think it's going to be
Nuketown.
Nuketown.
Nuketown and firing
Nuketown's
range.
coming back.
Yeah, dude.
Nuketown and firing
Nuketown.
range.
I wonder what they're
Yeah.
going to
wouldn't
do with
be opposed
Nuketown.
to
If they're
that.
going to just go old school with it, or
Dude,
if they're going to.
I would love a Nuketown 24/7. I mean, I miss Nuketown because that was the days, right? Because then you could spend like the whole time trying to get trick shots, like throwing knife shots from across the map.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
See, that's what I'm
That's
looking
one
for,
thing
some
I do
trick
miss
shots
about.
on Nuketown.
That's one thing I do miss about multiplayer back in the day, man, is loading up and running into a fucking
Yeah.
knife thrown
See, I
before
want
you even
the
get anywhere.
I want the
miss that,
Black
man.
Ops 1 throwing knife. I want the one that bounces like a freaking bouncy
Yep.
ball.
Hey, did 2 also?
I think so, but nothing like
Yeah,
Black Ops
but they had
1,
like a
'cause that
tomahawk or
that
whatever.
yeah, they had the tomahawk.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, I played a lot of Black Ops 2.
I want,
Well,
but
that was. I think all the Black Ops
Yeah.
have had
I also
throwing axes.
want
The throwing knife was the Modern Warfare
I
thing.
also want the ballistic knife back because I love that weapon. That was so awesome.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Love
That
the
was
ballistic.
awesome.
Yes.
Because if
Well,
you guys,
It was so satisfying to get a headshot
It's in
with
gun
that
game.
damn thing.
it is.
I think,
yes,
right?
no,
Is it in gun
isn't.
game?
No, it isn't.
This year? Is it not? Okay.
No.
I've only played gun game a couple times.
Well,
I
No, the
couldn't
only-
remember or not.
It's
And going to
knife
the
and gun
zombie
game,
side,
not
the ballistic
ballistic.
knife and zombies. If you picked it up with like mule kick as a third weapon and you got good with it, I mean, you could revive your teammates from all the way across the room. I mean, you just shoot them with it and hit them and
Yep.
they're up. That was the pack-a-punch ballistic knife was fantastic.
It was definitely great in the later rounds when you couldn't get to them, but all the zombies were away from them. It's like, hey, cross map revive.
Right. Now, as far as multiplayer maps go, what they bring back, I mean, you gotta have Summit. You gotta have High. Was it?
Yes.
High Rise, not High Rise. High Rise was Black Ops, was Modern Warfare 2.
No,
What was the
yeah.
one? There was one similar. It was the hotel one in Black Ops.
I was not a fan of that one.
I know what you're
but I
talking
know
what
what
you're
you're talking
Can't think of
about.
the name.
My favorite search and
Hey.
destroy map of all time, which I want back, is Zoo. You remember that, Caleb? That was my best
I
search
do.
and destroy map. I loved that when it was.
That was my
so
best
good.
search and destroy map.
Are they going to
Zoo
bring
was
back
alright.
Akimbo shotties?
Oh, I hope so.
Dude. Akimbo 725s? Anybody?
No, that's
Oh,
insane.
God.
Akimbo,
Oh,
Yeah,
Akimbo,
man.
Dragon Breath's
Yeah.
R9.
Oh my
I was gonna say,
Oh my
Dude,
God.
Meatman's crazy enough with
Akimbo
the 725. We do not
Oh,
let
dude.
him. We do not need
Dude,
him running around
I
with
used
two.
I used the R9 earlier in Warzone. I got the
Dude.
Dragon's Breath, and that thing's
Yeah.
so goofy.
He had the R9, I had the 680.
No,
Dragon
This dude
Breath.
was using like a
So
riot
annoying.
shield and a freaking and a
680
shotgun,
boy.
and we're chasing people. We chased this guy like all the way from the freaking neighborhoods by Hop's TV station, like inside and all around stadium, and we eventually got him. He ran. I mean, this was like a 5-minute ordeal, right? And like
I had a
Lucas was
gun, I
up.
could have shot him, but I
Lucas
just
was
like,
up
no.
front. I was just behind chasing, and this guy was just because Lucas had the riot shield, and this guy just had no idea what happened because I broke his teammate's shield, and then he jumped in the helicopter they had, and I killed him as he was getting in the helicopter,
And he just sprinted.
and the dude just ran. Because they were using a recon, and it was like as soon as the game started, we're like, okay, we gotta go push these guys. That was funny. Oh no! If we're talking about a freaking shipment 24/7 equivalent possibility, hijack 24/7.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How would
What
they?
if they add hijack to the Warzone map?
Oh,
I'm just curious
that
how
would be
they would
so
do
awesome.
hijack with Cold
Dude.
War though.
well, they
No,
could just
I think they're
Like
supposed to
skin
like
wise.
full on. I think they're supposed to full on nuke for Dansk and give us a new map.
yeah.
I think.
Oh, okay.
See,
I think it'd be cool if they made it bigger. If they just
my thing
went
though
out
is
further.
with Warzone. how are they going to do the weaponry? Because Cold War is what, the 60s, 70s?
80s.
Yeah.
No, not the
Cold
80s.
War is
Wait,
60s,
yeah, I about to say,
70s.
way too much ahead. Never mind. That's yeah. Reagan was not the
In
not
Reagan.
Reagan.
Late
Not,
Yeah, that's
60s.
in the
60s and
that's the
Yeah, it's
70s.
Reagan.
80s.
So,
What did
No,
Reagan
but
say?
JFK was the Cold War era.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
but
It's
so
Reagan
why
too,
here's
is
the
because
it?
thing.
Reagan's in Cold
Yeah,
War
It
game.
shows
Reagan's
Reagan.
in the game.
yeah,
Reagan's in
in the
prison.
game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's a good looking Reagan. I'll
I'm
tell
gonna
you that
start
right
this
now.
by
Yes,
saying
it
none of
is.
us
They
are
did
history
beautiful.
buffs
on
at
that.
all.
So,
He just needs a cowboy hat. We're
but
good to
again, here's
He
the
needs a
thing
pet
though.
sidekick monkey. He needs, but
go. With a little hat.
well, yeah, you
Like a
know,
Again,
little
so
box.
so how are they going to do the weaponry though? Because again, we're talking a huge 60-year gap of
That's
technology. Like,
well. That's why I was kind of hoping that they don't take anything away with
I doubt they
the
will.
battle royale. Don't take anything. Just give us more. Like,
Yeah,
because
no,
if
I
you
mean,
start
they'll.
taking away, because the only way to unlock those guns for the Cold War is gonna be through getting the new game.
Yeah.
So then, what about the Modern Warfare people that don't play Treyarch games? They're just gonna be
are they
screwed
just
and
gonna
not have
have?
the games
Well,
that they just worked for.
is Warzone just gonna be like? Is it gonna be a separate entity? Is it? I mean, is it gonna be just the?
Or add a map,
yeah,
maybe?
cause that's the thing is, you said Warzone's supposed to be like its own
Right.
separate thing.
No, right. Add a map.
So
That's
how are they going? How are
add
they
a
going
map.
to do the weaponry?
That's what he said is perfect. Add a map. So if you know, say you have two maps. One's Modern Warfare. One's
200
Cold
gigabyte
War.
update inbound for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be huge.
Oh God, I can't. I'm not ready, dude.
Well, I think
I don't
this
think
time.
my hard drive's ready.
Well, I think it seems like they have a better grasp of what to do now with the whole.
I'll have PC by then.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. I mean, I'm on PC,
Dude.
so.
Dude, we're gonna have a God Squad by the time we get
Oh.
Caleb on PC or
Oh,
Caleb gets
dude.
on PC too.
Dude.
Because I
Oh,
feel
that
like you're
16
really
kill
starting to
game
get it
last
now.
night.
Oh, dude, since I got my PC, I've been getting so good. Oh man, it's.
Oh
dirty.
my God, I can't believe I
I
just
haven't.
did that.
My KD is almost positive, Caleb.
Nice.
Like it's gonna be positive tonight.
Mine's still like an 8.
Mine's a
0.70 or something. I don't
1.37.
know. It's
Last
something
time I
stupid
checked,
like
mine
that.
was
It's
a-
so
Mine's
good.
not the greatest, but it's good.
Mine was a .99 with only a 15 kill difference between kills and deaths.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Hey
just-
Caleb,
I
you
can't
playing,
believe-
playing with us on Warzone. Your KD is so good sometimes. Like,
I know, right?
Dude, but I mean, I'm really excited for this new game.
I just
am.
can't believe how great this battle royale has been. And
Yeah.
I really like. I was kind of disappointed in the Cold War reveal multiplayer. It's just the same as all the other ones. It seemed like
Well, I think
just a few new game modes, and I really hope that it doesn't screw up.
we're going
Battle
into. I think it's
Royale.
the same things happening. Like, cause going into Modern Warfare, I didn't expect much of it. Right? I didn't even buy the game. I didn't get the game for like 2 months. It was freaking Mike over here who
Yep.
bought it for me.
yeah, I didn't get it for a few months either.
Yeah, you didn't get it until Warzone was free, and then you didn't get it till February. So like, I was
Yeah.
so skeptical, and then the moment I played it, I was like, "This is they did it with such love and care to the original like base material games." I feel like
Yep.
Treyarch's gonna respond with the same, especially if they're doing zombies, and Jason Blundell is still the head of that project. I'm not. I would imagine. I don't know why you would take him off it. He's phenomenal, and he has such a strong relation with the content creator, the zombie tubers and all that. So you can't take Jason
Yep.
Blundell off that, but off the zombies. But I mean, I think they're gonna treat Black Ops Cold War with the same love and respect that they did with the new Modern Warfare, and if they do, it's gonna be a fantastic game.
I agree.
Yeah, see, the reason
I
I didn't play
agree.
Modern Warfare starting out is because I just did not like Blackout, and I thought that's what it was gonna be. Blackout was really not good.
Well, for me, Blackout was
Oh,
so
it was
stiff, man.
horrible.
The thing
I
about
couldn't stand
thing
it.
about Warzone is it has the same movement as multiplayer. Like you literally can move, you free. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
not-
stiff.
Exactly. Like
I
you
don't
can.
like.
The movement is so clear. Like I
And I've
can.
never been a fan of like Modern Warfare doing like operator skills and stuff. Like just this guy gets to do this, like what Siege does or stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Yeah.
don't
I
want.
hated
dude,
that.
if
I
I
I do
want,
hate that.
if I
not
want
want Black
skills
Ops
like
3
that,
operators. I hated that. I hated that special ability
Yep.
crap. I do not. I want.
No story.
I want the operators like we have in Modern Warfare because they're great.
Yep.
No
Yeah,
tactical
yeah. You get
advantage.
skins.
They're great. I mean, they're so well done. I mean, I think it really does add a big level of depth to the game because the operators are so customizable.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's awesome. The
personally, the only thing I want to see them do with operators, if they do operators for Black Ops Cold War, would be like unique executions.
yeah, I do
Like
want to see
each
that.
operator gets their own unique execution. That's it.
Don't they
No
already have that?
special abilities, none of
Yeah,
that.
we do in this game.
Sort of, but I've seen a lot
Some
of the
do.
executions be usable by every character.
Well, there's certain
Yeah, well,
ones.
there's ones
There's
if you buy like
Yeah.
if you buy a pack.
The animals,
for that
the
character, but you
pets
can use
are
it
all
for anybody.
interchangeable. The one you get at the end of season 2 for Ghost. The Watch This, you got that. The battle pass, so that's interchangeable. Each character though has its own unique
Did I just
execution.
lose?
Now my
Pardon me for
favorite new
talking
one
before.
so far has been Lurch, where he just hits you with a freaking cinder block. Dude,
Well, hey, no, no, because that's not fair. Because the Azure skin I had before that, the big beard with the bald head, he does the same thing.
Oh, he
He does
does.
almost the exact same thing. Yeah, he uses the cinder block. And I was like, awesome, this is cool. I get my own thing. And then whenever Lurch showed up, I got Lurch, and he does like 90% of the same thing.
I
They
think
just
the
hit him in head with a
best
brick.
execution in the game is Captain Price. That just like shoot him in the back of the
Yeah, I
head.
love
and
it.
Oh,
smokes
yeah,
a
It's so
dude.
cigar.
satisfying.
It's so good. It
My
is
my
so
favorite
good.
is my
No
favorite is Minotaur's
nonsense.
base, where he does like he gut wrenches them onto the ground and stomps on their head.
Oh,
Is wearing that Viking uniform.
yes.
It looks so brutal, dude. It looks brutal.
I just use the dog as the Sasquatch, the big white snow dog.
yeah.
Just gnaws your neck out. Okay,
Use
guys.
the crow.
I definitely think that I definitely think this next Black Ops is going to be pretty great. I don't really have a lot of doubt that it's gonna flop. I think
Yep.
Modern Warfare sets such a good example that if they follow that example, they're gonna have the success.
All right, everybody name which game mode that you're looking forward to most. Like what?
Demolition on
what part?
Nuketown.
No, not game mode. Like I mean, like game type: battle royale, zombies,
Oh,
multiplayer,
Zombies.
campaign.
Zombies, man, absolutely zombies. But
Zombies
definitely
has been the
Battle
only thing
Royale
keeping
too.
me in a lot of Treyarch games.
Yeah, and I wasn't impressed with Black Ops 4 Zombies besides Blood of the Dead,
I
which
never
was
even-
great.
I was about
but-
to say I never even installed
Uh,
Black Ops 4. I never bought it.
yeah, it
for
wasn't
a good
worth
reason.
it. It wasn't worth it.
Man.
Remember telling you that.
Yep. Well, that's why I was so
Yeah, mine's
skeptical.
battle royale.
That's why I was so that's why I was so skeptical to get Modern Warfare. But
I'd say Battle Royale, but we've already got it for Modern Warfare. So I'd say the campaign, dude.
yeah,
'cause
it's gonna be.
If they
so
can knock the
good.
campaign out of the park, definitely with
story's
it being
gonna-
like
well,
a
the-
Black Ops reboot.
Dude, the story's
I
gonna
love
be
Black Ops
all
story.
on freaking point. I would like to see though.
I hope so.
I would like to. Biggest thing at a campaign is I would love them to use Reznov again, but do the opposite angle.
Oh yeah.
Make Mason think he's fake, and then turns out he's real. Because the last one they did, bring him back.
Or
and do
maybe
the
it's
reverse.
Reznov is thinking that he's Mason.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Maybe it's Reznov is the real person and Mason's fake. Dude, that'd be actually.
That'd be a
cool.
mind fuck.
That
I'd be
would,
in.
but
Yeah, it would be.
But that mind fuck, it was
The
a mind
numbers
fuck
Reznov.
anyway. Oh, dude.
The numbers
Oh,
Reznov.
imagine that. Imagine the numbers Reznov. What do they mean?
You
Oh,
look in the
guys.
mirror, He's got this sweet.
I think
mustache.
we're gonna end it here. He's been CB. I've been the Meat Man. Good night.